Thank you for being here. I must say, firstly, up top, apologies if you found the tickets to be a bit expensive. I'm from overseas, so there's a tariff. When I told my mum that I was coming to America, she freaked out at the idea, okay? I'm going to talk a lot more about my mum in just a second, but first, I want to say that when we mature, there's a very common phrase I hear people say, and it's, you know what, my parents weren't perfect, but they tried their best. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't give them constructive feedback. Because when I was younger, my mum, she was absent all the time, and she would try to make it up to me by saying, Jenny, I am away so I can work and afford your school uniform, your tuition fees, the food on your table. To me, it just sounded like she was trying to buy my love back with money. But now that I've grown up, I'm like, get me a property. One near a train station so it's high value. Okay, but I find that even as an adult now, I am still trying to impress my mum in some way. Like I'm currently learning Mandarin. On Duolingo. And this is 100% true. If you check the global leaderboard right now, I am currently ranked number 1. Yes. And that's because I already know Mandarin. I'm just thirsty for affirmation. The little Duolingo Al is like, 你可以说你好吗? Which means, can you say hello? And I'm like, 我六六臭婊子, which means I'm fluent, bitch. It's fantastic. I do find the Chinese language to be so interesting because there's no gendered pronouns in it. Like everyone in China is referred to as they, them. And I love when a country is accidentally progressive. Moi. Like, man, it was so tricky when my parents first moved to Australia because they had no idea how to refer to me. They were introducing me to people like, oh, this is Jenny, he studies really hard. And then they'd realise what they'd said and then they'd look at me with this really sorry look in their eyes and that told me that they were really trying for a boy. Typical Chinese parents. But look, I'm going to talk a lot more about my mum. But before I do, I have to tell you about my dream of New York City. I have always wanted to live in New York City, okay, in America. And I'm aware being in America, not a very popular option right now. Okay, I read the news. But the reason is because my first instance of like seeing America, hearing America, it was via the very famous 90s Hollywood film. Okay, you guys know the one? Yeah? Yeah, let's say it together, okay? Home Alone 2. That's the better Home Alone. Okay, and if you don't remember what Home Alone is about, it's about this kid, Kevin McAllister. He gets lost in New York City. He is all by himself. He has these criminals running after him. He also has an encounter with Donald Trump. Do you guys remember that part in the movie? Isn't that so weird to look back on, that like Trump was in this kid's movie? And the fact that he was not cast as one of the criminals, huge missed opportunity. Okay, could you imagine him? Like, we gotta get this kid. Really bright kid, smart kid. No, I should stop talking about kids because of the files. Yeah, I'm not forgetting about the Epstein files. Also, I'm not scared to make Trump jokes because what's he going to do to me? Deport me back to my extremely safe country? No, at the end of the film, Kevin, he ends up finding his family again. He reunites with his mum and it's this beautiful, happy ending. It's a very American ending, this idea that things just work out for you at the end of the day. And ever since I have seen that film, I've craved the same thing for myself. Even now, okay? I'm 29 years old in Sydney. I should be going out, okay? I want to experience the world too, okay? Just like Kevin. And it's the last year of my 20s, okay? It's the last year. And I'm like, this is the last year where I don't have to think about heart disease. Like, I want it, what, too real for you guys? People in your 30s here? Yeah? Oh, that was a visceral reaction. It feels like 50s. And, you know, I'm like, I want to go out, okay? I want to explore the world. I want to meet people, okay? I want to get invited to random parties. I want to make out with random people. I want to have sex with random people. I want to feel a weird burning sensation when I wee. You know why I have that? I just told you. It's because I've had sex with random people. But there is one very big thing that is getting in the way of my American dream, and that is my mum absolutely will not let me go because she's really scared of the guns in America. She goes, Jenny, you can't go to America, okay? Because you do stand-up comedy. Anytime there's a big crowd of people, the shooters, they come up, they're going to shoot you. I'm like, wow, it's so nice you believe in my comedy career. I mean, I didn't think I was popular enough for an assassination attempt. I'm basically JFK. So, I'm like, you know what? Screw what my mum says. I'm my own person. I'm going to go anyway. And here's the thing. When you make a decision to leave home, everything about home suddenly becomes so much sweeter. Like, I think about all the people that I'm going to miss, even my annoying friends. I got this one really annoying friend, and he's the type of person who enjoys diagnosing people with different mental disorders. Yeah, you got one of these people in your life? He'd be like, oh, you've got ADHD. You've got autism. You do calisthenics. And he's trying to convince me that I have autism. And he's given me one of these checklists. The very first item on that checklist said, are you bad at expressing yourself, love following rules, and obsessed with numbers? I'm like, yeah, but I think that just means I'm Chinese. Why is every symptom for autism the same symptom as being Chinese? The next item said, do you dislike being hugged or held? I'm like, yes, Chinese. Do you eat the same food every day? Yes, rice, Chinese. Do you make unusual physical movements with your body? Big bow, yes. Chinese. The very last item said, did you ever play with Lego as a kid? And I was thinking back to my childhood. I was like, yeah, I remember stacking them brick by brick. It said repetitive activities mean autism. I'm like, no, Great Wall means Chinese. But I also start feeling like I'm getting scared to leave home because the rest of the world isn't the same as Australia. Like, they don't use the word cunt like we do. Especially that younger generation. Have you heard them? Like, one time I was hanging out with a younger group of girls and one of them was just like, oh my God, your outfit is so cunty. I'm like, what? Am I dressed like a parking inspector? She's like, no, just like your energy, like you're serving cunt. I'm like, I think I am because I'm about to punch you in the tit. But I also feel like me being so scared to leave is just another product of the anxiety I have. And a lot of friends have asked me, Jenny, what's it like having anxiety? For me, having anxiety is your mind jumping to the worst conclusion possible in every scenario. So having anxiety feels exactly the same as having an Asian parent. Like the inner monologue, same thing. Like, oh, you want to go out late tonight? You're going to die. You want to hang out with a boy? You're going to die. Or you want to eat some ice cream? That's got sugar. You're going to die. I feel like going, Mom, can you just say anything else? And she goes, when are you going to get married? I'm like, oh, I'd rather die. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be brave anyway and leave home. Because I think that's what being brave is. Being really scared to do something but following through with your actions anyway. So I make this decision to leave and go to America. I make this decision in February 2020. Yeah, you guys remember what happened then? A global pandemic, and suddenly I had to move back in with my mum, the ultimate cockblock. And I'm getting to know her way too well because I'm realising we're really different people. In my 20s, I'm thinking of travelling overseas, finding myself. I asked my mum what she did in her 20s, and she said she used to be the head doctor for Chairman Mao's army. Yeah, that's an insane sentence that I just said. Chairman Mao, if you don't know, is the ex-dictator of China. He invented his own form of communism called Maoism, and my mum casually drops that she worked for this guy. That's like finding out your parent does IT for Vladimir Putin. And now when I look back on my childhood, it makes so much sense to me because she did kind of run the household like a dictator. And look, I'm not saying that she censored me or anything, but I will say, my mum is the best mum. She is the supreme mother. I am saying this out of my free will. Whew, don't know what happened there, I just blanked out. But get this, in our living room, she's even got this giant picture of just herself. Like, that is so dictator. A reminder that Big Mother is watching. And I have to warn my friends about this every time they come over. I'm like, careful. When you walk through the door, what you're going to see is a giant picture of my mum on the wall. And even when I warn them, when they see the picture, they go, ooh. And I have to say, I know, it's terrifying. I told her to keep her top on. She says the boobs are for prosperity. And I asked my mum, like, okay, so what was it like in Chairman Mao's army? Like, why were you there? Did you meet him? Was it scary? And she went, look, I really wanted to get into medicine and there weren't many other options in China. So I joined as a nurse, I worked my way up, I never met Chairman Mao, nothing was scary except for the snakes. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, okay. One time I was camping with the army in the forest, okay? I was camping and I really needed to pee. So I went to a quiet little area and I was pissing. And as I was pissing, I realised I was pissing on a snake. And then I ran back to the army. I yelled, snake, snake! And together we found that snake and we shot it dead. And Jenny, this is a story about how snakes are evil. I'm like, what? I think if anything, this is a story about how human beings are evil. Because if you think about it from the snake's perspective, like all that's happened is it got pissed on, then murdered. Imagine what all its snake friends think of my mum. What did she do before killing him? She pissed on him? That's so unnecessary. So I'm like to my mum, okay, so then like what happened afterwards? How did you leave China? And she said, the moment I could find more freedom in a country, I did. I packed my bags and I went somewhere else and that's where I had you. And do you guys want to guess where my mum went? She went to Finland. I know, it's on my Wikipedia. I know, it's so random. And I asked my mum what Finland was like, because that's where I was born, right? And she said it was so cold in Finland, okay? It was so cold, we couldn't afford heating. So what she would do is she would boil pots and pans of water. She would arrange those pots and pans into a circle, wrap me up as a baby, and put me in the centre, using the steam to keep me warm, like a dumpling. Pretty sure she'd dip me in soy sauce after, peel the paper off my bottom. So I'm like to my mum, okay, why did we leave Finland then? And she went, oh, there were bears everywhere. Oh, the trees, I was allergic to them. I wanted to go somewhere without the intense flora and fauna. So she went to Australia. I'm pretty sure she went there so she could kill more snakes. And that's kind of where I spent the rest of my life, just in Australia. And even as a teenager, my mum was so overbearing. Like there was this one time where she was sending me out to do some chores and I was driving in my car about to do this chore. I was so angry, okay? I was so angry that I had to do this chore that in my fury, I accidentally crashed into another car. And then I scraped their 2 car side doors entirely. And then I had to call my mum and tell her what I did. And do you ever clock that moment with a parent where you realise they're living in a different reality to you? This was that moment, because I was on the phone with her. She was like, Jenny, you don't understand how the world works, okay? You didn't crash into that car. What's happened is these people are scammers. They want our insurance money, so they made you crash into their car to get our money. I'm like, Mum, no one else was in the car. It was parked. And she went, wow, these scammers are really advanced. At this point, I've heard enough stories from my mum. The lockdown lifts, okay? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go on my big American adventure. until I realised you can't just go into America. It's extremely difficult to get a visa. So I'm like, okay, I'll go somewhere else. I guess I'll just have to stay with every other Australian in the United Kingdom. Okay, I'm going to go to London now. And so I kind of think of making my way there. But before I go, I have one final thing on my to-do list, which is I have to freeze my eggs. I know that's like a weird thing to have on your to-do list, okay? Some people probably don't even know what that is. Boys are like, aren't you meant to boil those? I need to freeze my eggs. And the reason why, because I have a lot of people asking me why, it's because I've got a friend, she's in her early 40s, and she was with the love of her life for quite a while, and then they went through this really big, unexpected, devastating breakup, and she feels like it's too late for her to start over. That's the reason I tell people. The actual reason I have frozen my eggs is because my mum told me to do it. Yeah, as far as she's concerned, it's my body, her choice. And also, I just feel like I'm not quite ready for that next stage of life. Because COVID happened in my mid-20s. And those are like the young, fun years where you really get to make mistakes. So basically, I'm hacking my own biology to continue my whoring years. I also feel like I've just got no maternal instincts. You feel that? I've just got no maternal instincts. I feel like even your body in the later years is meant to change for like baby making. But my upper body really didn't get the memo. Got a very physically weak upper body. I can't carry a baby, okay? When I'm in the gym to motivate myself, I imagine that the weight is my baby. I'm just in there like... that one's if I have twins, by the way. That's... I'm not like ripping a baby apart. But I've even hired a personal trainer to help me, and they'll give me exercises with weights. But occasionally, they'll just see me in the corner, and I'm like... Whee! Get into Harvard. So I'm like, okay, got to freeze my eggs. If you don't know what the procedure for freezing your eggs involves, it's essentially injecting your body on a nightly basis with hormones. And you're the one that has to administer this yourself. There's no doctor or nurse that's doing the needling for you. And like, I'm already so scared of needles, especially having to do it myself. Now when I see people shooting up in the streets, I'm like, wow, that is so brave. Teach me your techniques. And the final part involves going unconscious. To go unconscious, the doctor asks you to count from 10 all the way down to 1, and somewhere in the middle, you're going to fall asleep. And I had this instinct to try beat it. Which, like, I don't know why, by the way, because, like, the best case during an invasive procedure is that you're asleep during it. But some part of me just wanted the nurse to go, wow! This has never happened before. And I've operated on Sylvester Stallone. So I'm on the operating table, like, okay, let's do this. 10, 9, duck, toast. Then I woke up and my eggs were gone. And so was my money. It was $10,000 to freeze 18 eggs. Yeah, $10,000 for 18 eggs. Like, in fairness though, 18 is a lot of eggs. Like, I'm only going to use maybe 2 of them. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the remaining 16. Like, I guess I could sell them. I could auction them off. And that's why we're gathered here tonight. So anyway, I've frozen my eggs, okay? Ready for my big adventure now. And I'm at the airport and I'm saying bye to my mum and my dad. I forgot to mention, I do have a dad. He has been there the whole time. Okay, so I'm like saying bye to them, and you know, my mum, she's kind of freaking out at this stage because I think she sees me leaving Australia as the ultimate rejection of the life she's built for me. Like, in some way it wasn't enough. And she's still trying to cling on to control of me in some way. And the way this is coming out is, Jenny, you have to make a WhatsApp group. Okay? You have to make a WhatsApp group so that I can call and send videos to you every single day. What are you doing on your phone right now? Why are you not making a WhatsApp group? You have to make a WhatsApp group. I'm like, okay, fine. So I make a WhatsApp group and it's called Supreme Mother. The group photo is just a flag with her face on it. So I'm going on my adventure to London now. Got a lot of friends that are saying, oh, make sure you have a good time. Okay, make sure you manifest a good time. Make sure you manifest. Do we know about manifestation here? Yeah? It's essentially just wishing. And like my issue with it though is like, it's not like I like it, but it's not a real science, you know? Like it's not a real hard science. It's not astrology. I can say that, I'm a Leo. But my issue with manifestation is when people use very scientific terms to talk about it. They're like, you got to make sure you're emitting the right frequency, the right wavelength, the right vibrations. I'm like, you're describing a microwave? They're like, no, you got to think about it this way. You're like a magnet. To attract positive energy, you got to be positive. I'm like, I don't think you know how magnets work. Like, if anything, to attract positive, you got to be negative. And then they go, no, you can't think about it so literally, okay? People aren't like magnets. I'm like, no, I think they are. Because if you think of like the charity workers on the streets, I'm talking about the ones that are really aggressive, that get up in your face. Positive people, positive message, repels everyone. In fact, if you saw a bird's eye view of a charity worker on the street, you can see the magnetic field of repulsion around them. Do you guys know what a maglev train is? Yes, some people do, some people don't. If you don't, it's an incredibly high-speed train that doesn't touch the ground. And that's because at the bottom, there's a charity worker just repelling the passengers upward, using the force of guilt. And some of you might be thinking, oh, Jenny, it's not nice of you to talk about the charity workers like this. They're good people. I mean, the ones I've encountered in New York, they're fair enough, okay? I am specifically talking about the ones I have encountered in London. They are so intense. You'd be walking along the sidewalk, minding your own business. Suddenly, they get you into a headlock and go, millions of children are starving in Africa, and this is now your problem. If you do not donate, you are the devil. I take cash and card. Whereas the ones we have in Australia that I'm used to, they're so chill. In fact, I think they're a little bit too chill. They'd be like, oh, hey, you got any donations? No? Yeah, I wouldn't donate either. I'm only here because of court orders. So now I've arrived in the UK and there's already a lot of things I don't understand, like the accents. Everyone is speaking English, but some English is more English than other English. Okay, and I've had to develop my own accent scale to try and place where everyone's from, because the only reference I have to the UK is through children's TV. The scale goes from Peppa Pig to Shrek. Now, Shrek, that's Scotland, yeah? Okay. Whenever I meet someone from Scotland, I lie about my name just so I can hear them call me Fiona. The other end of that, that's Peppa Pig. Okay, it's like proper English, very clear for me to understand. It's like the Queen's English, you know? Even when I see a picture of the Queen now, I can hear her speaking. She's saying, "Hi, I'm Peppa Pig. I did not kill Diana." They love that one in the UK. They really do. I'm also finding cultural differences. Like the racism in the UK is very different to Australia. We're a lot better at it in Australia. Okay, the racism in the UK, it's just cute. Like here's someone's attempt to be racist to me. They were commenting on one of my videos and the comment just said, "Go back to Australia." I'm like, that's just a good idea. And the thing is, I'm so used to being told to go back to China. I was just happy they were correct. So I'm also finding when you're in a new country, you suddenly become a representative of wherever you're from. And I'm trying to be on my best behaviour as an Australian. This is quite difficult because one time I'm in a bar and I'm getting approached by an American, and I could tell he was American because he had this little gun, and he was just like, "Oh my God, you're from Australia?" That's what you sound like to us, by the way. Australia? I'm like, yeah. He goes, "Can you say koala bear?" I'm like, "Koala bear?" He goes, oh, I got another one. "Can you say no?" I'm like, oh, that's like the most common request we get as Australians. Why don't you say something? "I've got a request. Can you say free healthcare?" He went, "We don't have that." And I went, "Oh no!" Sucks to be you. So I'm in London now, and I have 3 things on my to-do list. The first is I have to find a place to live. The second is I need to stay out of trouble. And the third is I got to get laid. Okay, I want to spread my seed. My sesame seed. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is I actually have to find a place to live. So I find a flat with a fellow friend of mine, and we need one more person to join us to like even out the costs. And so my friend posts up a Facebook status. There's a guy called Teddy who inquires. We've never met this guy. We've only got one mutual friend. So we ask that mutual, "Hey, what's Teddy like?" And our friend goes, "Look, I would live with him, but he is weird." And we're like, what the hell does that mean? So we're discussing this in a little chat together, and I end up saying, "You know what? The odd boy will probably keep to himself. Let's just take him in." Then my friend adds Teddy into that chat. She shares the entire chat history with him. And that message, "The odd boy will probably keep to himself," he laugh reacts that, confirming he is indeed an odd boy. I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. I have to do something. I have to act now. So then I kick him out of the chat. And I'm like to my friend, "This is so bad. We have to fix this. Okay, we have to fix this. We have to do something." And she goes, okay. I know what to do, okay? I know how to fix this. I'll say that you were only calling him the odd boy because you were counting the number of housemates, even and odd. And that's when I realised my friend is an absolute moron. Odd in that context obviously applies to the behaviour of the boy. That's like me saying, "Oh, he's a douchey guy," him overhearing me and me trying to save it by going, "Oh no, I meant douchey," as in like the douching device. You seem like you have a clean asshole. And so what I do is I create a brand new group chat. I add everyone back into it. I ask for the deposit, and I don't address a single thing that's just happened. I realise from Teddy's perspective, all that's occurred is he inquires about a place, gets added to a chat, kicked out for no reason, added to a new group chat where they then ask for money. This looks like a scam. This poor guy, he had no idea how to respond. He just had to be like, "Why is this group called Supreme Mother?" So Teddy is my new flatmate, and he is so weird. He's so weird. Okay, like one time he was complaining about some stomping from the neighbours upstairs, and like I didn't think too much else of it. Then one day I'm walking home with him. He takes the long route around, like all the way directly to the backyard, and there I see in the backyard he has set up a tent to live in, so that way he can avoid the stomping from inside the home. And then he sees the look on my face. He goes, "Jenny, don't worry, okay? I know you're very concerned about how I'm going to stay warm in the winter." I'm like, "No, that's not what I'm concerned about. Staying warm in winter is easy. All you do is boil pots and pans of water." No, one of the things we did together was we also needed some decoration for the place. The walls in our flat were looking a bit bare, so I went, "Hey, why don't we go to IKEA? We could get some inspiration there." But this guy, he wants to save money. He goes, no, I got a way that's cheaper. He decides to post on Reddit. And because he wants the maximum amount of engagement possible, he lies in this post and he says, "My wife has just left me. All I've been given is this room. Can you please give me tips to make it more warm and inviting?" And the picture that he posted was of my room. It's got like my clothes in the photograph. I mean, clearly this guy's been cheating on his wife with a very fashionable young girl. But I'm like to Teddy, hey, this isn't right. Okay, we can't have this outrageous lie on the internet like this. Okay, you got to take this down. But before I knew it, there were comments coming in on Reddit. And there was this one comment that said, "This is what happens when you have been coddled too much by your mother. You don't even know how to decorate your own room. Get off the internet and get a life." And this was a picture of my room. I just had to respond to that and be like, "Do you know how hard it is when your wife has just left you?" So Teddy's my new flatmate. The second thing I need to do is I got to stay out of trouble. One day I'm walking along the streets of London when I get this notification from the Supreme Mother WhatsApp group. And it says, "Jenny, make sure to stay safe. The streets of London can be dangerous." And I was typing, "Yeah, right." And as I hit send, my phone got snatched. I know. But don't worry, I did get it back. Yes, I did. And this is how it happened, okay? So essentially, I was walking along the street, very happy with my phone. And then I hear these footsteps from behind me that are getting closer and closer and closer. And before I knew it, there was a man running away with my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm from Australia. I don't tolerate that level of behaviour. So then I started chasing after the guy. I was like, "Oi, give me my phone back. Otherwise, I'm going to call the police." And get this guy turns around. He hands the phone back and he says, "Please don't call the police." And I didn't have the heart to tell him, "How would I call the police? You've got my phone." Also, a little side note to this story. The first notification when I got my phone back was that I had hit 10,000 steps. I'm like, this guy just made my day. But I did quickly learn that London is genuinely quite a dangerous place to live. And I would learn this because I'm a comedian, okay? I'm out gigging in the evenings and I'm coming home late at night all by myself. I shouldn't have to do this as a woman, but I would, which is that I would intentionally dress less feminine, so there's less likelihood of me getting preyed on. So I would wear trousers, I'd wear a t-shirt, I'd tie my hair back, and that way when I'm walking home at night, I get mistaken for a little boy. Because there's a lot of bad guys out there, but none of them want to be mistaken for the other type of predator. So one day I was like walking home at night in a park, and there was a really big guy approaching me, and I knew he was trouble because he was wearing socks and sandals. He was like, "Hey, where are you going, huh? Where are you going? Tell me where you're going. Where are you going?" And I was like, "To do my homework." Then I ran away like Naruto, like... I was safe. But here's the thing. I was then realising that, okay, I'm in this place, I'm in London. It's cold, it's dark, it's depressing. And I had chosen to come here myself. And I was really starting to miss Australia. Now, home means a different thing for many different people. For some, it's the place. For some, it's the people. For me, I really missed the sound of the Australian accent. I missed the sound of someone going, "Oi, get off the road, cunt!" I missed it. And as I was kind of wallowing in my own misery, I got a phone call from my agent. And she went, "Jenny, we know you've been trying to go to America for a very long time. We have just secured you a visa. And we're very happy to say you can go tour the United States. You could even move to New York City." I went, "Wow, America, New York City." I manifested it. And a week later, Donald Trump gets elected. And I'm like, how badly do I really want to go to America right now? Now, I feel like I should say something at this point in the show, which is that I think there's a lot more Trump supporters out there than the world initially thought. I mean, statistically speaking, there's a lot of you in this room. There's probably a Trump supporter in here. But there's a lot of you in this room. There's probably one of every type of supporter in this room right now. Like, there's probably a Prince Andrew supporter in this room right now. There's probably a Trump and Prince Andrew supporter in this room right now. It's me. But no, I'm not a fan of either of those guys. I don't like Donald Trump. It was really disheartening when I was in the UK and I saw the US election results, because more than half the votes were for this man. And it really made me think, like, this whole time I've been idealising this image of what I think America is, but I don't actually know the people. What are they like? Who is the average person? And is that someone that I would even get along with? But then again, I do know someone in my life that is a huge Trump supporter, and that is my dad. Yeah, my dad loves Donald Trump. And it's not necessarily because he likes every policy he has or the actions. It's because he's a very big fan of the reality TV show, The Apprentice. He loves The Apprentice so much that off the back of watching that show, he built his own business, which ironically is an immigration agency. That's true, okay? I want my dad to meet Trump one day just so he could be like, hey, Trump, without you, I wouldn't be here today. And neither would all these immigrants. So I'm like, okay, I get along with my dad and he's a Trump supporter. Maybe I'll be okay in America. I still want to go. But for the time being, I was still in London and I had one final thing on my to-do list. You guys know what it is. I gotta get laid. I want some pleasure for my treasure. This is the rest of the show, by the way. It's just filth. Okay, now I was really keen on discovering all the types of things that I'm into. I discovered a lot of what I'm not into. Like, I really don't like getting eaten out, you know? Like, I don't like it when a guy goes down on me. Or if they're short, going up on me. I don't. Who enjoys when a guy goes down on them? Give me a squirt. I don't like it, okay? Because I'm a very self-conscious person. When a guy goes down on me, I have the exact same thought process as when I'm getting a photograph taken, you know? I'm just like, I don't know what I'm meant to do with my hands right now. Do I put them behind me? Is it weird if I leave them on my hips? Should I do some shadow puppetry? But then I'm like, wait, no. I should be a selfless partner because I'm receiving pleasure right now. I should return this in some way. So then I start patting his head. I stroke his mullet. And then it's time for us to switch around, okay? And now I'm going down on him. And every single time this happens, I'm like, what's the guy going to do with his hands? Is he going to be selfless? And every single time the guy goes... And I am down there on my knees like, what the hell? Where are my pats? I've been a good girl. I just find the whole thing so tiring. Like, sex is so tiring, especially as a woman. And that's why everything we do to men is called a job. It's true, right? Blow job, hand job, foot job, they're all jobs. I'm like, I'm a woman, I'm not supposed to work. Meanwhile, if you think about what men get to do to women, men get to eat out. And they don't even have the decency to finish the meal. That's what I say, by the way, whenever a guy asks to split the dinner bill with me. I'm like, no, you're getting this one tonight because later you're eating for free. I'm cooking. I especially hate giving head. That's my least favourite job. Really, I really don't like it because it's physically exhausting. Whenever I give head, up here, I have to imagine the voice of a personal trainer. That's just like, 2 minutes left! 1 minute left! You can do it! feel the burn. Like, no, if anything, I don't want to feel the burn. That's why whenever I'm over at a guy's place and he goes, hey, should I put on some sexy music tonight? I'm like, no, I need a motivational workout playlist. I'm going beast mode tonight. And what I'm saying is I actually enjoy when things are smaller, you know? Like, I like when things are fun-sized. What I'm saying is I love a micro penis. I do, because it's so easy to give head to. It would just be like calling a cat. You could just be like... I'll keep going. But one time I was sharing my thoughts with a guy friend of mine and he said, you can't say that about the micro penis. I was reading about it on a very scientific website, Reddit, and said men with the micro penis, they feel very attacked, they feel very discriminated against. And that was so surprising to me. I didn't know the micro penis community was one that was silenced because their sports cars are so loud. He went, you can't say that about the micro penis. It's a disability. I went, whew. I mean, that's one way to tell me you have one. You're exactly my type. Come here. So, I had my fun in London. And before I let you guys go, I've got one last little thing to say, which is that I went back to Australia at the very end of last year just to visit my family again, to see my mum. I took my mum out to see the musical, Les Miserables. Yes. Or as we know it in Australia, Les Miserables. Okay, I took her to see Les Miserables because I was like, oh, this will be relatable to her. Like, she's been through a revolution. You know, like different but same. And she's comparing her experience to the people on stage. They're like, do you hear the people sing? She's like, they shouldn't have the energy to sing. All these French people didn't even go through a real famine. Shut up and eat your baguettes. And we get back home and then I'm seated on the couch now and it's Christmas time, okay? And I check my phone. I have a notification from Teddy. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a wonderful Christmas message. I play it and it goes, Jenny, you're home right now. I'm home right now. It's Christmas time. No one is in the flat and I just wanted to say that we forgot to turn the heating off. It's the perfect temperature in the flat right now and no one is even utilising it. And the rest of that voice note was just him calculating the gas bill. I'm like, Merry Christmas to you too, Teddy. And I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching TV. When there's something very intriguing that catches my eye. It's Home Alone 2. My favourite. Now, Home Alone 2 is very different when you revisit it as an adult. There were so many things I didn't realise. Like the number of kids they have in that movie. They have 5 kids in that movie. That's so many kids. That's too many kids. Do you know how I know that's too many kids? They forget about one every year. Also, for some reason, it's only the mum that looks for Kevin. Right? Like the dad just tries to convince her to enjoy their holiday. But the biggest part I missed was the mum's entire experience through this journey. Because as a kid, I was just focusing on Kevin and his big adventure. But I hadn't realised how anxious the mum was for just having lost her child. And there's a part toward the end of the film where, I teared up watching this, where she's running through the streets of New York City and she bumps into a New York police officer. She's still looking for Kevin. And she says, you know, Kevin is so much stronger and braver than I am, and he's fine. I know he is. But he is still a kid all by himself in a big city. And he doesn't deserve that. He deserves to be with his family around the Christmas tree. And she has this realisation about where Kevin is and she runs off. And I have a realisation of my own, about my own mum. Like this entire time while I've seen her as this overbearing dictator with her Supreme Mother WhatsApp group, she's just a person who's looking out for me. And like in the film, my dad is also just there. So have you guys realised this entire show has just been Home Alone 2? Like Kevin's in New York by himself, I'm in London by myself, he has criminals after him, I get my phone snatched, he encounters Trump, Trump gets elected. Do you see it? I'm very clever. And at the end of the film, he misses his mum, and I realise I miss my mum. So then I jump off the couch, I run up to her and I give her a big hug. No, of course I don't. I'm Chinese. No, I know it's time for me to tell her about my plans to move to New York City. And you know, I'm really preparing for the worst at this stage. And I also have some people ask me, hey, you still want to go to America even now? I just feel like in my heart of hearts, London was really the start of my adventure. And I want to see how it ends, whether it's that American happy ending. And so I'm really preparing for the worst, okay? I take my mum to a public place, somewhere where she can't murder me, a hot pot restaurant. I sit her down and I say, Mum, comedy's going really well and I've got this opportunity to go perform in America and I'm going to move to New York City and you can't stop me, okay? Because I've already made up my mind. And she goes, okay. And I'm like, and I know you're really scared of the guns there. Don't worry, I'll wear a bulletproof vest. Yeah, you guys are like, that's so cute. That's not going to save you. She goes, okay. And I'm like, and I know you're really scared of Trump being president right now. Don't worry, I've got friends there. I'm going to stay safe. And she goes, okay. And my dad goes... And my mum, she's totally accepting of this situation of me going to New York City. And I've realised that this entire time, while I've just been focusing on my own journey of growth, my mum's a person and she's also grown. I learned to let Australia go and she learned to let me go. And just when I was thinking to myself, wow, my mum, through all her trauma, all this oppression she suffered through, she's really worked on herself and transformed into this new person. She goes, Jenny, so you will go to America and you will marry a boy? I'm like, Mom. So I don't have any constructive feedback for her, but I do have one positive review, and that is my mum might not be perfect, but she does try her best. New York City, thank you so much for coming. I've been Jenny Tian. Have a great night.